Alright there guys, so if anybody is still sat on the fence about Michael Edwards, Jurgen Klopp and Julian Ward all falling out, and that is the reason why Ward and Edwards left, then this article here should probably burst that bubble. James Pearce has released an article out on The Athletic an hour ago now, basically saying that the boys are definitely getting back together now that Jurgen Klopp is leaving, as Julian Ward is returning to Liverpool as FSG technical director, and Pedro Marquez, the guy from Benfica that we have touched upon about a month ago now, has been named the director of football development. So the article goes on to say that Michael Edwards has brought back former Liverpool sporting director Julian Ward as FSG's new technical director. Ward has been convinced to return to the fold a year after stepping down to take a break from football. I will just add there, a year after stepping down from his dream job that he said he wanted, but then left. Edwards, who took on the role of FSG's CEO of football in March to oversee the post-Jurgen Klopp era, has also appointed Benfica's Pedro Marquez as the Director of Football Development. A new football executive has been created by Edwards, with Richard Hughes arriving from Bournemouth as the sporting director and David Woodfine returning to the club as Hughes' assistant. Feyenoord Arne Slot is set to be confirmed as Klopp's successor following an extensive search. Ward will be tasked with overseeing player development across FSG's football operations. His wide range of responsibilities will include oversight of the Liverpool Academy, FSG's loan department, group-wide elite player development strategies, and the establishment of a new FSG football innovation department. Busy guy, eh? He will also preside over the management of football operations at any club added to FSG's stable as the American owners look to establish a multi-club model. Hughes' role will see him oversee the coaching, recruitment, negotiations, medical and sports science operations, along with the administrative and facility management at Kirkby Training Complex. Hughes and Ward, who will both report to Edwards, will be tasked with ensuring that academy graduates and young players acquired from across the globe remain a vital source of first-team talent. Ward initially joined Liverpool from Man City in 2012 as their European scouting manager for Spain and Portugal. And there's the link to all the Portuguese players that we've been signing. 3 years later, he was appointed the Loan Pathways and Partnership Manager. In 2020, he was promoted to the role of Assistant Sporting Director, who David Woodfine is that now. And then he got the top job when Edwards decided to step down in the summer of 2022. Since leaving Liverpool last May to spend more time with his family, Ward has turned down a number of job offers from Europe's top clubs, but the chance to work with Edwards again, combined with the scale and ambition of FSG's football operations, convinced him to accept this opportunity. Marquez, who will report to Ward, is regarded by Edwards as an industry-leading expert in player development, career pathways, coaching methodologies, and performance analysis. He has previously worked for Sporting, Manchester City, and the City Football Group, and his most recent Benfica is where he was a technical director. Marquez's role included overseeing youth player development and their transition to the first team football, leading on coaching recruitment and overseeing a youth structure comprising of 39 teams and around 600 players. Ruben Diaz, João Felix, Giancarlo Ramos, Antonio Silva and João Neves were among those to make the leap to the Benfica first team. Edwards believes the experience and expertise of Marquez makes him an ideal fit for FSG's expanding football operations, and both will start their new roles on June the 1st. Now, there's an added bit here, which I'll go over. This is analysis by James Pearce, and he said there, the band is back together. Michael Edwards is getting the band back together, but this isn't about nostalgia. His close working relationship with Julian Ward proved massively productive for Liverpool owners over the course of a decade, and now they will be tasked with ensuring the club continues to flourish as a new era dawns at Anfield. FSG regarded Ward's return to the fold as a major coup, and they didn't want to lose him when he stepped down as the sporting director last year. When Ward handed in his notice in November 2022, the landscape at Liverpool was very different. Edwards had gone, FSG president Mike Gordon had taken a step back, while the owners were considering the possibility of selling the club as they sought new investment. After 11 years of service to Liverpool, he decided the time was right to take a break from football and spend more time with his family. He's turned down Ajax and Manchester United. It's no surprise that Edward, who became the FSG CEO of football in March, moved so fast to get Ward back on board. I agree. I think as soon as Michael Edwards was basically brought in, I thought Ward would come back as a sporting director. You know what Richard Hughes is doing. I thought that's what Ward would do, but he's had a promotion, hasn't he? Ward's stock rose significantly during his spell at the club's loan manager, when he worked tirelessly to find the right temporary moves to boost the development of young players. The value of numerous players was enhanced and led to Liverpool banking sizable fees for the likes of Brewster, Wilson, Kent and Gruitch. Ward worked with Edwards on squad planning and managing training groups at all levels, with an emphasis on recruitment and contracts for the under-23 group, and below, as it became clear that he was being groomed as his successor. Ward's stint as sporting director was relatively brief, but he proved to be a shrewd operator, with the transfer deals for Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo, as his network of connections proved crucial to outwitting fellow suitors. The fact he stayed on beyond his official departure date at the end of the season to complete Alexis McAllister from Brighton, having done so much groundwork to win the battle for his signature, was a sign of how he was leaving on such good terms. Now he's back in his new role, with wide-ranging responsibilities. FSG know that Edwards and Ward double act works. And there you have it, guys. That's the article. So, yeah, I guess all the conspiracies were practically correct, that there was a problem between Ward and Klopp. There was a problem between Klopp and Edwards. And now that Klopp's leaving, they've all decided to come back. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if, there's some out there that believe that, and I'm not saying this is coming from me, but there's some out there that would believe that perhaps FSG had been in contact with Edwards before Klopp handed his notice in. Klopp potentially got wind of it and was not too impressed. Some would say that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that, but some would say that. But yeah, guys, what do you think about this then? The boys are back together. I just want the season to end. I can't wait for the summer, to be fair, see what happens. I am kind of expecting the similar type of stuff we've seen before, where Liverpool don't really spend much money. We sign players that are rough diamonds for Arne Slot to basically improve. And yeah, that's basically how I see this window going. But anyway, that's the article. Ward is back, probably back already, probably working already, just like Hughes is working already, even though he's technically not supposed to be doing, but he is. And yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys. What do you think on this? Does it mean anything to you that Ward is back? Is it exciting? Is it not exciting? Let me know down in the comments, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.